Hi, this is Jackie.
Hi, this is Diana.
And you're listening to Homebodies Only, where we welcome all bodies to join us as we break down and dissect HBO series. And this episode, we are talking about Sex Lives of College Girls, Season 2, Episode 4, Will You Be My Girlfriend?
Oh.
Aw. I just wanted to start, this is something I just caught. Lila's character, Lila, is spelled Lila. And I'm like, that's like a really interesting way to spell Lila. Well, the director of this episode is named Lila, Lila. I'm going to say the name wrong. Neugebauer. So I'm just wondering if they get some of the characters' names from some people who work on the show. And I feel like I've seen that in other shows. I can't think of one off the top of my head. I think there's another name too of somebody who works on it that they have a character of that name.
Yeah.
That's just my little 2 cents.
Fun fact.
Yeah. So Kimberly is decorating and says she loves Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that was me all weekend. It was the weekend after Thanksgiving, and I did it all by myself. So literally, I have my 7-year-old who put like 2 ornaments on and then be like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired.
Is exhausted.
And I'm like, do the bottom. I'm like, please stop putting it on the bottom of the tree.
Well, the bottom is decorated. It's like one ornament on the top.
How far, actually. Yeah, but that's how it would be. And then I said that to him. I said, all kids decorate the bottom of the tree. He was like, what? And then we watched a movie, and the kids decorated the tree just the bottom. I was like, those kids decorated just the bottom. I was like, see? Anyway, totally. So get back on topic here. So she says
she's like
she loves
staple gunning these decorations.
I mean, okay. Again, where did she spend the money on those?
Right.
Did she cart them 39 hours from Arizona? Right.
Yeah.
Like, stop spending your money. You can't do this.
You don't have money.
No. So she corrected herself though. After she says Christmas, she's like, winter holidays.
And
she's like, I don't want to be exclusionary or something like that.
Yeah.
So that was kind of funny.
And they're like, no, you can say Christmas.
No, you can say it. Like, Bella's like, you can say Christmas.
It's like when you go to the store anymore and
Happy
they're
holidays.
like, Happy Holidays. And I'm like, Merry Christmas. If you celebrate, if you don't, that's okay too. Just let me know.
You can still say Merry Christmas.
I'll wish you that too. But yeah. I'll wish you whatever you want.
I'll wish you whatever you want. Just
happy everything. Merry.
Happy season. 'Tis the season.
You know what? Have a great day. How's that?
Yeah.
Just happy, cozy time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's about. The cozy, the warmth, the family.
A hug and a mug, whatever you pour in your mug.
That's right.
Oh, anyway.
Okay. So Bella's like really close to Leighton on the couch. I don't know. She was like so close to her, like looking over her shoulder, practically in her lap. And she's like, oh my gosh, about the size of the chlamydia pills.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, why would Leighton just bust those out in front of everybody? Of all people, Leighton.
Table.
Like,
yeah.
Have
a
coffee
bathroom
table.
to put those in, or a cosmetic pouch.
Yeah. And then I thought she didn't drink anything after the first time I watched it, but she does. She drinks a bubbly seltzer. So, by the way, Leighton is reading an actual physical magazine, and it has an M on it, I believe. And I was Googling it. I think it was an M. It wasn't a W, because I know W magazine, right? Right? I think it was an M. I could not find this magazine. Like, it had to have been a real magazine. I was like Googling magazines that just have an M on it or so. I was trying. Yeah. I don't know. I just thought that was interesting that she had a real magazine.
A real one. Oh, I miss those.
Live magazine. I mean, you can still get them.
You could still get them. I know. But up
until maybe like last year, I was still getting In Style magazine. In email. Like I didn't for a while, and then I started again, and I was like, I can't keep getting this because I just don't have time. I felt like I wasn't looking at it. I felt bad. Yeah. Okay. So Leighton gets peed off and basically walks out of the room. Kimberly is excited. Oh, this is the next. Kimberly's excited because her fertility clinic rep is named Kimberly too. This was the next scene, I believe. And she's also getting excited about the whole thing because she's been stressed for months and now feels relieved. Leighton is wearing one of those like LED light therapy masks that look like almost like a killer mask, and it's red. I thought it was like infrared, but I was Googling it. I've never used one of those. So
no, but I've heard about them. I've read about them.
So have I.
Fascinated, right?
Yeah.
Light therapy. That can't be good. Yeah,
light therapy.
I mean, it's like, it reminded me of tanning. Remember tanning beds? Well, remember like they're gone or something. But how could that light therapy be like a thing?
Well, it depends what kind of light it is, because there's also those lamps, those sun lamps.
Yes.
The vitamin D. But I guess you're not shoving it on your face.
Right.
I mean, definitely don't get.
Like it's like on like.
I know, but supposedly, well, there's also light therapy. I have psoriasis.
Like I know people that, yes, correct. But I'm thinking like the anti-aging light there, like whatever that is.
Yeah. I gotta look into it, I guess, if we really are interested. Okay. So they hear a whirring sound next door. And of course, Bela thinks it's an adult toy. Let's just say, I don't know. I'm just.
And she names it.
Yes, she's like, she's trying to get like in tune with it, and it's like the Cairo wand or something like Kai something. So Kimberly says he is ignoring her texts and her knocking, so she's going to go over there, and they're all like, "Well, we all should go over there." So they all follow her, and so he's shirtless with these tight ASS like colored stretch jeans. That's what I feel like they were. with a belt on. Did he really need a belt?
Probably not.
But I will say, I should not complain. I said, I think that's what they are, like these colored stretch jeans, whatever they are fantastic.
They're fantastic.
That was a fantastic scene.
They were like jeggings.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Kind of. I don't know what the bottom looked like, but I guess it didn't matter. Yeah. But that was,
Nobody was looking at the bottom.
That was candy. Yeah, like that was some eye candy. He is, I believe, drilling holes for this television that he's putting up. The wall, for a wall. Yeah, for the TV. Then I'm like, does he have a single room? It was like dawned on me.
Yeah, he must, because there's because he's a, what'd they call him?
A climate refugee.
Climate refugee.
He was traumatized. He needs a single.
He needs his own space. There's definitely no room right there.
No.
Yeah.
They're all basically like dying.
And it's like, can we talk about the room? So they have like the suite, and he has like literally the next door over.
A bedroom. It looks like it's like a bedroom.
A bedroom.
And it's not big.
No, not at all. So
no.
That's the smallest dorm room I've ever seen.
Is that all they had like for him
available? They like cut off like part of their bedroom and like made him a room.
Put a wall up.
Right.
Put a wall up. Yeah. Okay. So he, they're all dying or whatever. They go into the hallway. He follows and he talks to Kimberly about all of the books assigned in this Irish lit class. And she gets distracted in mid-sentence. That was just great. And she's staring at his abdomen and she's like, what does the professor think? Like, we're all like people who can read faster.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't quote her perfectly. That's what I wrote. So he asks her if she wants to like split up the reading, and they both read some and they'll fill each other in. And I wrote, ooh. So then the next scene is Kimberly, Whitney, and Leighton walking. And Whitney and Leighton bring up the study date, and they joke about that they're going to need noise canceling headphones. And she's like, I don't think he's trying anything. And they're like, of course they are. And then she's like, maybe I should change my bra.
Yeah.
And then she says the choices are beige, black, or lima green.
Lima green. Like lima bean green or something.
Yeah, lima bean. Or lima bean. I'm sorry. She says lima bean. Yeah, she does. And of course, they're black, of course.
Yeah.
Or black, obviously. Yeah, that's what I would have chose. So then Leighton and Whitney have a Kappa Rush thing that night. And Whitney, I don't know how, has made it this far, because I don't even know she barely
just
rushed,
care.
Apparently.
Yeah.
No. And then Leighton adds that she has little to no fashion sense.
Yeah.
As well.
But looks.
And when he's like, when you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
Whitney she always. Yeah, she's
got the layered
way about herself.
On. Yeah, she carries it.
She carries herself so well. Like, it doesn't matter what she's. It really doesn't. She just really carries herself. She's very like neat. Like she never looks frazzled. It's just the way she is.
So it's very neat, clean, put together.
It always looks fresh.
Very fresh, but not overdone.
No.
Classic, I would say. Her style is very classic too.
Yeah.
In a way. I just, it's, fashion forward, we'll say, like trendy, but it's very classic in just the layering and like the plaid. And
she was a little more athleisure, right? Wasn't, or not athleisure, but like a little more athletic last time. I mean, she was also practicing soccer a lot and everything. I was gonna say last semester because like it's last season. They should have called them semesters or trimesters. Yeah, it's trimester the whole trimesters. 1, trimester 2, trimester 3.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. So Whitney's like, it's the new Whitney. I'm trying new things. She tries things. That's what she says about herself. And then Leighton says, all she wants to be able to do is text a picture to her mom of her wearing her old Kappa pin.
Yeah.
And Whitney's like, I didn't think you got along. And she's like, Leighton says, just because I call my mom the Babadook in my phone, now this is really funny, doesn't mean I don't love her or something. Mm-hmm. Do you know what the Babadook is?
No, I have no idea. I figured you would have Googled it.
Oh, no, I didn't Google it. I didn't have to Google it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because of my 7-year-old son. Okay.
Oh.
And if you Google it, you'll be like, why does your 7-year-old son know who Babadook is? And that I find this hysterical because he must have seen something on, my son likes really creepy things, scary things. He doesn't get scared easily, but I monitor, what he watches, but he can really watch scary things and they don't seem to affect him. So, I mean, I'm not letting him watch like Freddy Krueger and Jason, whatever.
Thank you.
So I don't know how he sees this. He likes pop-up books and he will look into pop-up books on YouTube. I don't know if this is how it happens. So basically there's a movie called The Babadook. I believe it's just called The Babadook or Babadook. And the person who created the movie created a book to base the movie around. So the book was not made and then the movie was made. It was like the idea for the movie was made and this book was created. And it's a pop-up book. It has a red cover. The Babadook looks like he has a top hat and he's like creepy eyes and like wears all black. And basically he comes into your, like, you can't get him out. He comes into your house and he basically is like going to take over your soul. Yeah. It's like really, yeah. So the movie, I believe
he's like, okay with like he doesn't get
no, he doesn't. Oh, so this movie though, I did watch it with him. It was I could be wrong.
I could not.
It didn't scare me.
I guess you're being supportive there, but I'd be like, no.
I don't. No, there's certain movies like I like things to be like I like thrillers. This was more. They left more things up to your imagination. It was I believe it was made in Ireland, and it just you know how like European movies have a different feel. They feel. It wasn't as like gory and like it was just a little more psychological and. Actually, I would laugh too when he'd go, Babadook. Anyway, it was just kind of funny that I didn't know it was like trendy. So I thought that was hysterical that my 7-year-old, if it wasn't for him.
I feel like there was a movie that people were passing out. Did you hear about this? Or I heard a story on the radio not too long ago, like around like Halloween, I guess it was. And it was basically, there was this movie that was out. Clearly, I don't remember the name. But people were passing out in the movie theaters because it was that extreme, like horror, like there was people fainting in the movie or something.
What?
And they were talking about it on the radio because they had made like a dare. The radio show I listened to is hysterical. And they were like, I don't know, whoever lost, not a dare, like somebody lost the bet in the studio. And so they had to go and watch
the movie. Did they pass out?
And no. But they just said like, it was
that scary.
It was so bad that it was actually kind of funny to some degree, but like they could see why people, I have no idea what this movie was, but it was some sort of like crazy horror film that was out. It must have been really good.
I didn't even,
and I guess it was like a prequel or a sequel to something that nobody knew about. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a clown.
The only one that came out was the Halloween Ends one. But
no, it definitely wasn't that. No, it wasn't that. It was some rando. Anyway.
Gotta look into that.
But interesting. Very interesting.
I don't
I had no idea what that was. Like, oh, she'll look that up.
I'll show you. He even replicated the book. He watched YouTube and he replicated the book and he brought it to school.
Oh, shoot. Oh, dear.
But it's very simple. I mean, it's creepy, but it's very simple. Black and white pictures. He wants the real book, which you can get on Etsy. Well, it's a replica of the book because the real book is like $1,000 from like the movie.
Oh my gosh.
You can get a replica for like, I believe it was $121. He wants that for Christmas from Santa. So
it's better than a Lego set, right? I mean, I'd rather buy a book.
It's a little more interesting, but that's still a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
But Santa, like he told me, he's like, it doesn't matter. Santa can get it. I was like, oh, true.
Yeah, Santa's rich, right?
I'm glad I've been perpetuating. No, but Santa can get it. I've been perpetuating this. So
yeah. Santa's going to get you one book, by the way, and a pair of socks. So
yeah, and a candy cane that he found free at school or something. Anyway, okay, so let's get back to this. If you're still listening,
sorry about that. That happens once in a while.
Yeah. So Leighton's like, we should get our nails done, and I'm sorry. Yeah. And Whitney's like, yours look fine. Yours look great. And she's like, yeah, I'm trying to, that was a little reminder for you. Yeah. So Bela is at the launch meeting for the Foxy, I believe it's called, right? I think it's the Foxy, not Foxy, but the Foxy. Mm-hmm. Leela's just gave the staff pic of her. It's just Bela says boobs on a tray. She's like, you said to highlight my strengths. I love that. Like Leela's in a lot more scenes.
I do. Obviously, she's definitely a well-liked. Like I think people really like her a lot. Yes. I do. I'm one of them.
Yes.
Love her character, and I love the little spice she adds to the scenes.
Yes. And her
especially
comments.
In this group of the Foxy lady writers.
Oh God.
This is perfect to have a little dose of her in there.
You need it. Yeah.
You got to take her out of the coffee shop sometimes and put her in these situations.
And there we go. And she's wearing different clothes. It's wonderful.
I love it.
Okay. So they're not looking good for their numbers because they all basically have like similar social following. So like all the same people.
Oh yeah, they all have like the same.
It was really funny. She's like 1 in 8 people will see it or something. And Carla was like, do you mean it's good? I didn't quote her. I love her too. I could see how she's annoying, but I do love her.
Yeah.
Leela says a bunch of foot fetishists, which I don't think I've ever heard that word before. I know foot fetish, but not foot fetishists, right?
Foot fetishists. That's their title.
I love that. Follow her.
They specialize in it.
And she's like, will that help? Like, I can't even do her delivery. She's like, will that help? Like, her delivery is the best part. Bela is freaking out. Evangeline is like, I never thought we were going to have a big audience right away. The whole thing. Mm-hmm. So then we go to Whitney. She is at Sips hanging out, and she tells Kanan how she moved from the bottom third of the class to the middle third. I don't know what that means exactly.
Way to go.
She's watching a video on what acellular means. I mean, or explained, because acellular means no cells. And I said, damn, if there was a Google when I went to college. There was no Google when I went to college.
No, it was no.
But also, I'm also really glad there were no cell phones with cameras on them when I was in college. There were actually no cell phones, basically. I mean, if there would have had to, nobody I knew had a cell phone.
I don't know what. Yeah. I'm sorry if you're hearing
that didn't
background
sound good.
Noise. That's my son who's in the room next to me is like the bathroom. So he's like showering, and I don't know what he's doing in there.
He's trying to climb through the vent. That's what it kind of sounded like. He's trying to listen in on you.
Doing chin-ups or something. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So Kanan talks about they were talking about the Kissmas party tonight. And
yes.
And it's the biggest party of the year. And he asks her to be, then he comes back and he's like, will you be my girlfriend? And she makes his face like,
I think I made the same face.
Well, I did not.
Really? I was like with her. I was like, yeah, I thought you guys were already dating. Like
you can never
boyfriend,
assume girlfriend. I mean,
I know,
back when I dated, no.
No, but they just seemed like they were a couple, no? I don't know.
Yes, they did, but you never, even back when I was in college, you never assume till they say it.
Right. No, you have a good point. Again, I just
think about, especially, I'm going to sound like an old lady, today's day and age. I'm not saying they're any worse than I was when I was single, but you cannot just, no. I don't care.
I just thought they were going steady. Okay.
I invited you to. No, he had to say something.
I know.
Or he had to say it. I'll never forget. When I dated my now husband, that was the heck. What year was it? 2004.
Back when dinosaurs
started
roamed.
Dating. When dinosaurs roamed the earth. And we were hanging out. We hadn't had any kind of conversation, and we were at a bar, and he was introducing me. And he goes, this is my friend. He goes, friend. He goes, this is my girlfriend. And I was like, oh, I guess I'm his girlfriend. Like, we hadn't really talked about it, but he did. That was kind of like a statement. But I would have never said that he was my boyfriend until it was talked about. No matter what.
Discussion.
No what.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Did you send him like a little encrypted pager message after that? I love you.
In 2004, I did have a cell phone. He did not, though. He didn't.
Aww.
And then now he can't get away from it.
Yeah.
And he's whatever. Anyway, so I actually wrote him a note. I said, "Yes, I'll be your girlfriend."
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
You wrote him a note. Yes, you did.
No,
Circle yes or no. And
no, I was in grad school, but I was in school, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Next scene. Oh, I said plaid on Whitney again, by the way. She's wearing the plaid. But I loved her plaid. That was a Christmassy plaid. It was a 2-piece.
I ordered a plaid shirt because of her.
Oh. See?
Well, sort of.
Influencing you. Influencing.
Totally. Mm-hmm. We'll see when it comes in. It was during the Cyber Monday, Flash.
Oh,
Monday
boy. So that was yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, that was.
Can you believe that was yesterday? That doesn't feel like yesterday. It feels like a long time ago. Okay.
Yeah, it felt like I chopped all weekend. Go ahead.
Because you did. Whitney is so upset. She's walking and talking with Leighton. By the way, there's more snow. I have to stop with the stuck on the snow thing, but there was more snow on the ground at this point than there was in the previous scene.
But wait, but it was like a home, you know how you've watched Hallmark movies, right? Yeah. How they they put the little snow in the corner of the lamppost only, and then it's bare, and then there's another little
they do that. Yeah,
this is what this looked like. That it was strategically placed. Again, there's no snow on the trees or anything, and they're fully in bloom. Yeah. In some of these scenes, and I was laughing thinking about you too, because I was like, okay, here we go. There's snow.
Get over it, but it does bother me because they're going to school in Vermont.
I know. Vermont, there's so much snow.
They have a longer winter than we do here, I believe, and it is just all about snow there.
Yes.
And it's just, come on.
Anyway, I know we're stuck on it because we're in the Northeast. So we're really stuck on it.
And it's a part of your lifestyle. It affects you. And it's like Sex and the City.
They should have
Sex and the City. New York City is the fifth character or whatever they call it. So the snow is the fifth character or the sixth or the seventh or whatever, but it's its own entity.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm really disappointed in
I am too.
The snow.
Tried a little harder.
Anyway.
Okay. Next scene. Da, 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 da. So she's very upset, Whitney, talking to Leighton. She already thought she was his girlfriend. And I wrote, seriously, in today's times. Anyway, she asked Leighton if this means he's been seeing other people. And Leighton asks if she asked him that. And of course she didn't. Well, that's what I mean. She didn't ask him that. So why would you assume? Okay. I don't know. I don't know how accurate this is with the youngins today, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. She's like, of course I didn't. You just ask everyone else.
Yeah.
So then Leighton suggests asking people who are successful daters of boys, the Kappas.
In the Kappa.
Yes. Yeah. So Whitney is starting to see some of the upsides of being in a sorority. So next scene, Kappa is doing a weird cheer, and I just want you to show you Leighton's face, and Whitney is terrified. And I did take a picture. Oh, it's not looking that great. Is it? I got some glare.
Again, I had Whitney's reaction to this cheer.
Me too.
I would have been like, you know what? I'm out.
I'm out.
I am definitely. This is just more reasons why they're not for me.
And me showing you this is not doing Leighton's face justice. She's like, it's a crunching the nose and crazy eyes and smiling super hard. Anyway, What's funny is the captions that are on this picture is, am I supposed to be scared? And Leighton's saying, shh. So Natalie walks up to Leighton and asks if she was just not going to tell her that she gave her chlamydia.
Yeah.
Next scene, Kimberly arrives at Jackson's. There's another dude there. It's Fred from Lit Class.
Fred. That's what they came up with too. His name's Fred.
I love
no
his name,
offense
Fred.
to Fred's out there.
No offense to Fred.
He didn't look like a Fred, though. That's my point.
No. So I just want to tell you that I found him on Instagram.
Okay. Of course you did.
He's my new BFF.
He's tagged in all the posts now.
Not yet. He will be. Yes, totally will be. His name is Sean Phillip Glasgow.
Okay.
And what's funny is I don't see a post about the sex lives of college girls, but I know it's him.
And let me guess, he does not look like his character at all.
Not. Yeah. He just doesn't have the glasses on.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's an actor, artist, filmmaker, musician, representation, Circle of Confusion, LA Talent. I think he has a YouTube channel. Of course, I didn't look it up. HomeBodiesOnly pod should subscribe to him, though. Podcast. HomeBodiesOnly _pod. He's following him on Instagram. Okay. So I just wanted to go to that. Yeah, of course. Don't forget the underscore. Okay. Fred's there. And then Fred's like, and my friends from Poli-Sci class call me Fred from Poli-Sci. I was like, that's right. And he has, anybody want Chex Mix Muddy Buddies?
Muddy Buddies.
They look homemade.
What did he order for the Chinese food? Like dumplings?
Dumps. What do you call it? I'm getting dumps. Getting the dumps for everybody or something. I was like,
oh dear.
So now we have Bela and Eric. He is asking her on the opinion on her. I'm sorry. He's asking her opinion on the cover of the Catullin. He keeps just changing it very very minuscule, change or whatever. Yeah. And she just wants to sleep with him basically. And he says they launch tonight, and so does Foxy. Then she abruptly leaves after hearing him say the Catullin will be on everyone's doorsteps. And I was like, oh boy, what's she doing?
Idea popped into her head.
Yeah. So then we have Natalie and Leighton arguing. Then the Kappa chick comes over. I think it's Quinn.
Yeah.
And she comes up to Leighton and asks what that was all about. And Leighton says, Natalie has an intense competitive nature. And then Quinn's like, we have to preserve the vibes.
The vibes.
So then Whitney is talking to two girls about Kanan. Then another girl walks up and basically says, the minute a guy is being sus, she goes through his phone. As soon as she said it, I was like, whoa, my stomach dropped. I was like, oh no, girl. No, don't do it.
Know. This isn't going to end well.
Now let's do it. She's like, well, I wouldn't do that. The whole thing. She's
right.
Like, Then we go back to the study trio.
Yeah.
The menage trio. I don't know. Study trio. Fred leaves to get the Chinese food. So now Jackson's like, I'm glad we could be alone. Because he arranged this to try to hook her up with Fred. It's like, wah, wah, that sucked. Bela, Evangeline, and Leela go to the printers. By the way, Evangeline is wearing her hair in this high ponytail with a ribbon on it, like something from the 50s. I mean, it looked cute, but it was starting to, I don't know. It's just funny.
A little vintage vibe.
So Roy, I mean, I didn't take a lot of notes, but basically Roy thinks that Evangeline is Eric's assistant, and he always taps her hand with his clammy fingers, and then he did it to Bela, and basically they're changing the cover.
Yeah.
Next we go to Kappa. Natalie is there again. Natalie feels like she's getting iced out. She's like, did you say something to them? She's like, during the house tour, they left me in the cellar. Leighton just shrugs it off. Then there's secret seat. Secret. I was like,
and you knew
I know what's going to happen now.
Yeah. Duh. Secret seat. Give me a break.
Tell a sexy secret. And the second one says she doesn't really love rosé, which I thought was funny. Natalie tells everyone that Leighton gave her chlamydia. We saw that coming.
Right. So, as we thought would happen.
Yeah. So now we're at Christmas, and Leighton, they get there, Leighton and Whitney, and Leighton's freaking
choreographed
out.
Dancers.
Oh my God, it was fantastic. I think they were, well, is it?
Or people that live in that house that had a choreographed dance.
Yeah.
The ball.
I loved it.
This was probably my favorite party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too. Did I write it? I thought I wrote down, I was like, I would like, I said I really love the guys dancing and we need to have them at all our parties. Just like dancing. Sorry. But maybe we can work something out. Not with apparently them probably, but maybe somebody we know. So Leighton is stressed out. She's texting Quinn to check on the deliberations. And then Kimberly shows up and she tells them what happened and she shows them a picture of Fred, which I thought was really funny. And and Leighton's like, he looks like he would treat you very well. I also have an IMDb link here. What did I find out? His parents met in the theater and introduced him to the stage at a very young age. I don't think he's done a ton of stuff.
Projects? Oh, okay.
I don't know how old he is.
Says, he looks pretty young.
When he was 15, he worked hard to develop a new skill costume design for his own fan film, Time for Two, which can be seen on YouTube. Oh, that's what I was talking about. I knew there was something on YouTube. Anyway, it says, with hard work and a little luck, the journey is just beginning. I think he might have written that. Okay, clearly. Okay, so, sorry. Kimberly says that clearly Jackson thinks she's not in his league. And I think Bela's like, or somebody says, is anyone in his league? Right? Then Kanan is sexy Santa. His phone keeps falling out of his pants. Right?
Yeah.
And he asks her.
Of course it does. This is the best
so
time for this.
His Santa pants. And so he asks Whitney to hold it. And I just have, ugh.
Oh, no.
I wrote down just ugh with all these parentheses around it. Then Leela shows up. They Trojan horsed the Catullin. They put their QR code on the cover. And they also wrote the Foxy.
Yeah.
Then Leighton is talking to Kimberly and Jocelyn about the whole situation. They're in like the kitchen or whatever, and all the crappy things she did. And Jocelyn's just like, what are you doing? Basically. And then Leighton decides to call Quinn. I just wrote, ugh, so uncomfortable. Like, I don't know. I didn't think this was going to end well, but.
The note. Like,
I know.
Just write a handwritten note. Sorry.
Oh, right. Did Kimberly say that?
Yes, of course she did.
Oh, that was for the chlamydia part. I didn't go into that. That was in the beginning of. I didn't even talk about that.
Oh my gosh,
I forgot about that. I took no notes on that. I took no notes on that. That was in the beginning when Kimberly. Apparently, I got stuck on all the Christmas decorations. But how Kimberly's like, hey, write a handwritten note, and Whitney's like, I'll call them. Don't have anything in writing. I was like, that's right,
exactly.
Okay, I can't believe I forgot about that part. Okay, so I just have to quote Leela. So they're passing out the magazine, Leela and Bela. It's like, hey, Daddy, you like to laugh? Scan the cover. Then Eric shows up, and he's pissed.
Yeah.
And she thought he'd respect her, and he don't. That's what I wrote. And she wrote, chill out, my slim hip.
What?
Leela goes, chill out, my slim hipped cutie.
Yes. Yeah, she's the best.
I love her. I feel like nobody reacts to her.
No.
Then he grabs the magazines and he's trying to leave like quickly, but he gets caught up in the Cupid shuffle. Do me bang, do me down, do me. I can't. I don't know. After that, that's the old. Like I was surprised they were playing that one. Anyway,
to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right.
Yeah. Now, so then Kate.
Just cut myself off there.
Kanan goes up to his throne. I don't know what else to call it. And asks, who wants to take a pic? And I wrote, TF, like what? Like what?
Yeah.
Why?
Why are you saying
that? I would not be happy about. I'd be like, is this for charity? Like I thought, is he?
Are you raising funds for something?
Yeah. What's going on here?
Why
for
did
Theta?
you like? There was
for
no
Kimberly.
eligible bachelor
for Kimberly.
I just thought you said kid and play. I was about to bust out and.
You thought I was going to say kid and play?
I don't know what Kimberly and I heard kid and play, and now I have that song in my head. Because they're on a stage, and then I don't know, but why there was no other available bachelor like person that could be the Santa that sits in the throne.
Why were they even doing that? I don't know. Again, because
it's leading up to this.
Well, obviously. So Oh,
what's her face comes and sits
Zoe
on his
runs
lap,
up there.
right?
What's her face?
Ugh.
Looking all good with a tight, shiny dress on. And Whitney panics, walks out. She's like, yeah, I'll be right back or something. So then Leighton is talking to Quinn on the phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Quinn's like, chill out. She's like, we're in the middle of delibs. Delibs.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
She tells the truth to Quinn. So at least she told somebody the truth and she apologizes.
Mm-hmm.
And then Quinn just like hangs up on her basically.
Mm-hmm.
So then Whitney is going through Kanan's phone. By the way, where she was going through his phone, I'm like, you're just out in the open. She was on like the little, what do they call that? You go down one set of stairs and then there's a little, there's a name for it.
Not the landing, the,
it might be a landing.
Is it sort of a landing?
I feel like it's a landing.
I know what you're talking. We all know what we're talking about.
She's standing right there. She's
Somebody's
like raised
screaming at
above
us right
people.
now
So she's
in their car or something.
So she, of course, all the millions of people are screaming at us. She's standing like up, raised up. Like I definitely thought he was going to walk out and just see her there. I felt like she was just on a stage, but he didn't.
You didn't go into a bathroom or anything. You just let me just go in this staircase.
We're here,
thing,
front of
where everybody's walking.
Not even in a corner.
Yeah.
No. So Leighton tells her not to. Then all of a sudden, she reads something and goes running back to where Kanan is and says, "I knew it." Then Jackson is talking to Kimberly. He shows up, says that she and Fred are the smartest people he knows, and she's like, "Oh, is that why you thought we'd make a good whatever couple or whatever she says?" And he says, "Guys like Fred don't usually have a shot with girls like you." She's like, "What do you mean, girls like me?" She's like, "Short and chatty." And he's like, "Hot, you're hot," and I'm like, like, why do I feel like I'm her? I'm like, thanks. It's not me.
Yeah.
Okay. Whitney grabs Kanan. And I just hate this episode. Was very good, but it was exhausting emotionally. I got very upset. I did not like this. And confronts him about the text from Zoe. Obviously, she likes, I guess, the text basically said, like, thanks for meeting up with me. I just really I know you're with someone. I wanted to tell you how I felt. And he's like, I met up with her because they worked together, because whatever. And he didn't tell Whitney because he knew she would overreact. He's like, I need a beat. I was like, I like that. I need a beat. I'm going to start using that.
I need a beat.
And he walks away.
Yeah.
Then we're back at the suite. And Whitney is bummed. Yep. Leighton's mom is texting for updates. I always think, like, what time is it right now? Is it 1 a.m? Like, what time is it? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Anyway. Leighton asks how she's going to tell her mom she won't be a Kappa. Kimberly's like, you're better off without them.
I mean, did you think? I was like,
I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I was a little like, I wasn't sure. I really wasn't sure.
I was like, no. She's still going to make it. Yeah.
So then Leighton
Although then I thought there was a prank when the envelope came out. I was like, oh, this is going to be a prank. This is a prank. Oh, shoot, it's a prank.
Yeah. So Leighton says, I always thought that being a Kappa was the first step to a certain life. And I was like, I wonder what she thought. Exactly. Anyway. Leighton says, yeah, maybe she is better off. And Kimberly says, maybe you could start a cool queer sorority or something. And she says, now I'm sad again. And Leighton says, now I'm sad again. So a little envelope appears, slipped under the door. And we think it's a rejection letter, but it's not. So she's so happy. She needs to record an acceptance video. So she's like, guys, get it together. Like, get the ring lights. I mean, she doesn't say that. She's basically like, guys, get together. We got to record a video. Acceptance video. Kimberly apologizes to Whitney for not getting in, and she says, unlike Leighton, she really doesn't care. And then a little envelope appears with her.
Oh, hey.
Yep.
Sorority life.
Gosh, I'm messing up my names here in my notes. What did you say? Sorority life?
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Bela with Eric, right? And she apologizes to him. He's really upset. She said she wasn't trying to do something bad to him. He says, then he starts to say, the site is good. really, really good. And then they hook up, during which they're talking about the coat. She's like, Cody's really hard. And they're like going back and forth. And obviously this is like a big, then, she finds out that Eric hacked their site and turned their cursor into a Catellan logo with a big peep.
Yeah.
So now they have a hot and heavy competition going on.
Mm-hmm.
Going on. I wrote going on. Okay.
Going on.
This is the last scene. Now this scene, Whitney and Kanan are on a bench. This one looks like they had fake snow on the ground. But then they definitely had superimposed snow falling.
Mm-hmm.
Just to say. I hated this part. So Kanan breaks up with her.
Yep.
He's like, it shouldn't be this hard. You're lost right now and our trust is broken.
They're so cute. That stinks.
That sucked.
Yeah.
I was really bummed.
End scene. Boom.
I was like, I don't like this right now.
I'm sure it'll pick up this next.
Oh, it will. Yeah. I mean, like episode 3 was like.
Yeah.
I know.
We got
episode 3 was like,
coming out in a couple of days.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. Let's see.
Me too. So.
Wonder where the story goes. So anyway.
Me too.
Hit us up on our social platforms. Don't forget the underscore. For those of you still listening. HomeBodiesOnly underscore pod.
New followers.
Yeah, we had some followers. Yeah, I saw that.
We got a new subscriber. We got 2 new subscribers that aren't related to me or you, I believe.
Exciting. Yeah.
Pretty exciting. And we're getting some
I'm
views.
over 100 followers now on my personal page. Yeah, I feel like they're, now some of them, I looked at their profiles and they are probably.
Don't click on anything.
Yeah. But hey, that's what you get for going
public.
Public.
You're not private. You're public.
I'm not private anymore.
No.
For the sake of this. So yeah. See where that's going. It only took me, 7 months or so to get 7 more followers.
Yeah.
I'm averaging 1 new follower a month. Anyway. Shoot us an email too in your spare time.
I'd love to hear. I'll ask again. I asked this last time. If there's a show that you would love to hear us or watch us talk about, we would love to do it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Let us know. Probably. If you have good cookie recipes as well, I'm down with that. We're in the holiday season.
Sure.
Swap some recipes.
I'll just send them to you.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for listening.
All right. Bye.
Bye.